back to another episode of World of Tanks and Get You's Head, and we're here on Skorpian Pass, Team Destruction mode, and I'm in the Indian Panzer, the Tier 8 German medium, I suppose heavy to medium tank that's I've been trying to grind through for to get to the top, to get it deleted so as to head up into the next level, which I think was the Leopard PTA. We're on Skorpian Pass, and it turns out we're top tier, but the enemy don't have a they've only got one top tier heavy tank, an IS-3. So, and their other heavy tank is a Sturm VK, whatever it is, 3601. So I thought, okay, I'll go to heavy tank. Remember, this is a pretty tough tank. It's what I would call a very solid tank. There's nothing special about it, really. But it adds up to a very, there's nothing bad about it. It's sort of scores well in all departments. It's got good armor, it's tough, reasonable hit points. The gun handling is pretty good. Wouldn't fire on the move, but, well, you can fire on the move, but you know, it's not great at firing the move. But it's okay in every other department, and there's nothing you feel that you complain about really on this tank. So I've taken up this position here. Initially I was going to the heavy tank corner, but when these guys moved into the middle, I saw our opportunity. Moving into the middle in the early game is really a bad move in this game, because what happens is, if you're not pushing B2, B3, and maybe even B4 behind me, so that my position here becomes unviable, or at least that I have to pay attention to the tanks on my right, then you can push the center. But generally you have to wait for people to get engaged. What happened to the enemies, they arrived there early, and they stuck around. If they arrived there and didn't stick around, they'll be engaging us elsewhere. But by sticking around, they're taking flanking fire. They're vulnerable to flanking fire from my position, as well as the people directly in front of them. They're also vulnerable potentially, all of the T-44s engaging with them, from flanking fire from behind on the opposite side. And if they have a 2-to-1 there, they'll get it eventually. The only thing about the opposite side is that it's also vulnerable from the tank destroyers back at the back of the map on the G line and places like that, although they are moving away for some reason. So that IS-3 is doomed. The T-34 with it is gone as well. And that's pretty much the tanks down there gone. The Vanguard is about to expire because he's nowhere to go. He's actually driving uphill and into enemy tanks. The more further he drives, the more tanks he's exposed to. These guys have failed to take advantage of their numerical advantage, I would say. They've lost one of the tanks to the far side. And now I'm behind the Centennial, there's another one in front. And there's another tank coming to join the fray over the top as well. We've set fire to the Centennial. That happens as luck again, as much as anything else. And we've just completely cleared out this side. And all of a sudden, as quickly as that, the enemy position has collapsed totally. They're now down to what, five tanks, 2 of them are artillery, 3 of them are tank destroyers, and everything is deployed at the back of the map. And at least one of those tank destroyers looks like they're all kind of completely isolated, because they're not in positions that can support each other. The artillery maybe, I don't know where the second artillery is. There's one of them spotted the equalizer. There's the second one. We put a round in and we can move forward, and he's going to be hard to hit because it's a big Soviet gun, and by staying there anywhere, the other tank that was with me has managed to kill him. Now the ISU-152 has managed to get return hit onto me. I would say I was a bit unlucky, but not, maybe not a huge amount. I'm lucky to survive though. But the ISU-152 was pretty much doomed now after taking a hit, I think, from artillery. And we got tracked and we put it round into the engine, I'd say, and probably damaged the engine as well, maybe. Certainly didn't move afterwards, and Artillery is now the only thing remaining, and if it's over this ridge line and pointing the gun at me, I'm not going over. There's a particular reason to lose the tank at this point in the game. So somebody else is going in as a Carnarvon going in on it, and I think artillery finishes off the enemy artillery. So this gives us a very solid victory. So I got almost 3,000 damage, regular damage, nearly 2,000 assisted damage. Managed to bounce a shot as well. And we finish up with an ace tanker. So we have there ace tanker with no other special ribbons or any sort really. K number 1 by experience, 1630 base experience. It's not too bad. It's not the hardest tank to ace. And that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please press like, comment, share. It really helps the channel out. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to the channel. I will catch you all again soon. Bye for now.